Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So for today, I have a very special guest. This is Nguyen, my sister.
Hey.
I decided to get her onto my channel because my sister's known for very natural and minimal makeup, especially when I do it for her. I decided it would be fun to play around with Instagram makeup, so a lot of trends that has been on Instagram for the past few years, like dark brows, false lashes, really thick, juicy lips as well. I decided to do everything that's opposite of what my sister's used to onto her, just so, we can have some fun and play around with the look. So you do want to see this look that I created on my sister, then please keep on watching. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Here is my first ever voiceover. I'm just going in with moisturizer on my sister's skin, and then I'm going in with the rose water spray from henryddnguyen for further hydration. My sister has very dry skin at this moment. And then that reaction right there was me telling her I'm going to give her my eyebrows, which is pretty dark. And she usually goes for much more lighter brows. She likes to use the MAC brow gel in light brown on her eyebrows. With Instagram, brows are usually dark, especially if it's supposed to match your hair color, and that's what I did with her. Now I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in Bamboo, the concealer, to carve out her brows, and then I'm going to use this also onto her lids to prime her eyelids. I use it on myself and it matches my sister as well. We are pretty much similar in tone. She used to be paler, but now we are pretty much the same color. So a lot of stuff I use on myself works really well on her. Her undertone is slightly different to me, but I kind of make it work. And now I'm just going in with the translucent powder by Laura Mercier just to set that concealer. And then I'm going to go in with the Morphe Copper Spice. This is the 25A. And I'm going to start from the top of the palette down to the bottom of the palette to get the light and the dark colors into her crease for a nice gradient of depth of color. My sister has very wide eyes, but they aren't very deep set, so I wanted to kind of give her more of a illusion of a deeper crease. Now with a smaller brush, I'm going in with Love Letter from the Modern Renaissance palette, and this is just to deepen up her crease. I'm going for more of a pinky red tone on her eyes than a golden bronzy tone, because I always do those tone on her whenever I do her makeup. And now I'm just going in with the dark shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette. It's the darkest brown she has, and I'm just deepening up that crease. And as you see, this part is where the camera cut off. I put a shimmery red pinky shadow from the Jaclyn Hill palette onto her eyes and kind of gave her a glittery lid, which is very standard for Instagram makeup. And this is the Mecca Bring On Bright Illuminating Primer I'm putting on my sister's skin right here, just to add further brightness and glowiness to her skin. And now I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Long Wear Foundation. It's in my color, but I added the Australis Adjuster Drops to kind of match it to how I would put it on my face. But as you see, it is slightly more yellow tone on her, so I kind of needed to balance it out with, the concealer and the contour from Fenty Beauty. And you see here is where I'm putting the concealer on. This is Bamboo, and then I put on Mocha, which is the contour onto her face. And I only contour her very lightly with this contour shade because it doesn't exactly match her exactly. So I didn't want to make it too muddy on her skin. I feel like I'm talking really quickly, so if it's too fast for anyone, then please slow it down. You can press on the gear shape down the bottom, which is the settings, and put it down to 75%. So what I'm saying is actually a bit slower. And then I'm using the powder to set her under eye and also clean up the contour as well. It's something I've been doing much more recently on myself. And before I go and clean up the sides of her face with powder, I go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit to further contour her face. I go in pretty heavy-handed and pretty messy because I knew I was gonna just clean it up with the powder anyways. Yeah, I don't really get a lot of time to do my sister's makeup, and when I do her makeup, it's very repetitive in terms of the steps I take. I don't really do much on her face at all, so I don't feel like I'm getting, to play around with her face much. So I was so glad that when I asked her if she wanted to do this Instagram trend makeup with me, she said yes. So here I'm just cleaning up the contour with the powder. It's such a lifesaver for me. I do it on myself a lot. And now I'm just going under the eyes with the same shadows that I use on top. I use Love Letter as well as the darkest brown in the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm just blending it out under her eyes, just making it a bit more smoky. I didn't end up putting black liner into her waterline, which would be something that she doesn't ever do, but I kind of felt like, you know, her eyes now kind of look a bit smaller than normal, so I wanted to just kind of keep it there. I didn't want it to make it any smaller. And here I am just going in giving her a wing liner. Wing liner is pretty easy on myself, but doing it on other people, oh my god, I kind of never realized how hard it is. I have very shaky hands as well, so that kind of didn't really help. But I got through it and gave her a very snatch fleek wing liner. And here I am just dusting off the powder on her face. I was worried I got some in her eyes as well, because later on she's all like, I think I got powder in my eyes, and I was like, oh shit. Here I am just contouring her nose, giving her a Instagram snatch nose. So I let her curl her own eyelashes because she can, but also she won't let me do it myself. And then I ended up doing her mascara when, well, she knows how to do her own mascara, so I should have just let her do it. But I decided I wanted to get the practice in to be able to do mascara on other people. Here I am just putting the Tarte Light Camera Splashes mascara on her eyes. And then I'm using one of my favorite lashes of recently. This is the Dodo Lashes in D309. It's very long, very fluttery, very dramatic. I don't think it actually suits her eyes as much as it would suit my eyes, but I wanted to give her very dramatic eyelashes, and her reaction to it is like, whoa, so dramatic. I thought it was hilarious, but you know, now she knows how I and some of her friends feels when we put lashes on. It kind of becomes like an addiction, and then all we just focus on is the lashes. And now I'm going in with my favorite highlighter of all time, pretty much is my obsession of late. This is the Jouer Skinny Dip Powdered Highlighter. I love the color it gives, and it matches a lot of skin tones. In the pan, it looks very bronzy, but when it's on the skin, it's so golden and so wet looking, and it just suits her skin so much, as well as my own. So I'm kind of going a little overboard with the highlighting. I ended up highlighting her nose bridge kind of too far, and I had to go in and blend it down. Oh, look at that Cupid's bow highlight. So I'm just going in with a beauty blender, just blending out the edges of the highlight. You don't want it to be harsh. And then I went in with my tweezers to press her natural lashes to the lashes itself. And then finally I went in with brow gel to get all the powder out of her brows, but also to set those ruly hairs. Her eyebrows are like crazy. They kind of like go everywhere. So I just needed to push them back into shape. And then I'm going in with the Jeffree Star Velour Liquid Lipstick in Daddy. That's the collaboration with Manny MUA. And I definitely overlined my sister's lips, but I only overlined enough that her lips is even in shape and also in size. I didn't go too crazy on the top lip, but I didn't also go too crazy on the bottom lip as well. And now the last step is to go in with setting spray. I'm going in with the Gerard Cosmetics setting spray. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look. As always, please subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. All my social media are linked down below, so if you want to connect with me, then click down below. And until next time, I hope I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!